So there's Miss Fluffy. And that's Sif right there. Hale and hearty and fat and sassy. And look at that feather hanging down around her feet. Isn't that lovely? And that is her sister, whose name is Gefion, which is how you pronounce Gefion. Gefion. Goddess of fertility and stuff like that. And down here, there's Thor up there. There's Mama Remington and daughter Freya. So we have Norse names for everybody. Thor, Freya, Sif, Gefion. We have 3 more to name over here. And by the way, so I changed the box yesterday. And in order to do that, I had to take the big blind off over here. And Breezy freaked out. It was not good. Thor says, I can fly! Look at him. Isn't he just all that in a bag of chips, huh? Anyway, she was freaked out. She ended up sitting right here in the doorway like this and peering in and fluffing up her feathers like she was doing aggression. And then Bond came over and groomed her for a while and kind of pushed her out of the way and went into the box without her. And finally, about an hour later, it got dark and she went into the box. But the big change in scenery that happened when I took that blind down, all of a sudden she was seeing all these other birds here, freaked her out. So next time I will put her in the little cage and hide her down here somewhere on the ground while I take the box and everything away so she won't see the big change. Because she is a high-stress mama. She will make sure nobody gets those babies no matter what. She said, I will feed you, Freya. Don't worry. I will feed you. Because she's just a baby. Thor says, give me some. Thor, get out of the way. Look at how big he is. Sure. First she feeds her, and then she stands on her foot and beats her up. You're a conflicted mama. There. But anyway, so we'll have to come up with 3 more names for these guys' babies. It looks like baby number 2 is also a single factor spangled blue. Baby number 3 is showing me yellow feathers coming in. So that looks like a yellow-based bird. But we're not ready to name them yet. They have to get bigger, show us some personality and stuff like that. So these 2 girls are very pretty. It actually looks like the double factor spangle's a little bigger at this point. But she was having an easier time of it. The younger chick here, Sprite had driven him into the corner and was giving her a hard time. So I think she wasn't quite getting enough to eat for a few days there. And at this age, that makes such a difference. And with these 2, look at the size of Thor. Now, his sister is really tall. She's probably as tall as he is. But he's just a bulkier bird, and he's a male. So he's going to be a little bigger. But Thor is just huge. I always knew he would be. That's why I was so horrified when he started going splay on me. But we clearly sorted him out. And boy, am I glad we did, because he is going to be quite the bird. He has Uncle Haverty's markings, nice dark markings on his wings and head, which is good for showing. And he has that fantastic size, and it's going to be amazing. And these 2 little girls both have, do you see how... this is a little Sif right here. Look at when she sits on the perch, her feathers are hanging down onto the perch and around her feet. That is good feather. We're happy to see that. Happens with Mama too. See how her feathers are hanging down on the perch? I believe Bond has the same effect going. Feathers that are long enough to hang down on the perch when he's standing. That's a good show thing. Yeah, I do think Gefion is a little bit bigger than Sif at this point, but we'll see. But they are healthy and happy and hearty. They're 5 weeks old. They'll get another week with Mom before we pull the moms, and then I will put the two pairs of babies together in the same cage and let them get to know each other a little bit before I throw them out in the big flight. They're eating, although as you can see, Mama still does feed, and everything is looking good. So it's going to be bedtime pretty soon. Here's one of the things that I just learned today. Do you see this yellow jacket over here? Somebody told me that yellow jackets will actually attack babies in the nest if you've got little pinkies. Thank goodness I don't. Well, I guess you could still call Breezy's smallest baby a pinky, but if I know anything, I know that Breezy is not letting any bugs into that nest. So I'm not worried. Any yellow jacket that ventures in there is going to be sorry. So I'm not worried about that. But that's another reason to think twice about breeding in the summertime, because when I give them the eggs, the hard-boiled eggs down there, along with their other soft foods, it attracts yellow jackets. So these guys are so big I don't have to worry about it. But, yeah, you love on that baby. You get your baby. But it's something to think about. Feeding up those babies for bedtime. Isn't she funny? Feeds her and then pecks her. Goofy bird. That's probably the end of parenting coming on there. She says, "Hi guys, Mom is so mean to me sometimes." Yeah, that's definitely some aggression there. I wonder if she's doing jealousy. I'll have to check and see their dates. It may be about time to pull Mama out of there too. They're both looking pretty good. These two are up. This is the first time I've seen Sif up on the perch a lot. So, yeah. They're definitely getting ready. Daddy's been gone for a couple of days now. It'll be time for Mama to go pretty soon too. Okay. Look at this baby boy. I see how you are.